Hi, great friends. This is Freya, and thank you so much for being here. So, I was looking at this before I turned the camera on, and I have to say that I am just loving so much of what is going on. And I know I've been saying this for the entirety of me doing this whole cross collage, thing. Like, even in the beginning, before I even put her on, like, there's so much about it that I'm just so enjoying. Now I'm gonna bring this up closer, just so you can see. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to solidify the figure, because right now you can still kind of how can I explain this? So you can still see like parts of the collage and it's distracting. Like this should be the hair. Now, even though I might keep some of it over here, it's not going to be a solid color field. I feel like it's a bit too distracting right now. And now, one of the things that happened is in my last video, I really love, like, this is the, this is from the cross. So this was like, like this, and then this is the other part of the cross. And I think I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to kind of, like, let me see if I can explain this. This might change, but right now I'm feeling that I might keep the values similar. So even if I separated, like this is the top part and this is the bottom part, I'm gonna like keep the values similar, like between this and this, but I'm gonna try to retain a lot of what's going on here because I really do love it. And the face is going to be more solid, and so is the hair. And I don't know, I mean, that looks like a crown. That actually looks like it could be a crown. So I might try to turn it into that. I don't know. And one of the things I do is when I am, journaling in my studio log and I'm asking myself questions, etc. One of the things that I don't want to do when I'm making these videos is to kind of like have everything figured out when I come to work here. Like some of the things I want to just journal about, but I don't want to know, like I don't want to have them figured out because I want to troubleshoot while I'm filming, if that makes sense. Because if I figured everything out and then I just come and like do it, I don't think it's as helpful. And it doesn't hinder my creative process at all. It actually just strengthens it, because it makes me more creative actually. And when I'm filming and I'm like trying to figure things out by talking aloud, and maybe like, sometimes I have people leaving comments, and that's like very helpful, honestly, because sometimes I don't see things that other people see. And then once they point it out, I'm like, oh, yeah. Like for my last one where somebody mentioned that she looked like a sphinx, and then somebody else said, it reminded her of a tortoise. And I just love those kind of comments because I'm like, oh, yeah, I see that now. So I think, it's good for me too that I don't know like what I'm gonna do, and I don't work everything out in my studio log. And sometimes it's just like, oh, I just kind of like work it out on camera, and then that way I can kind of get you guys' input as well. And yeah, and we don't have to figure everything out. A long time ago when I first started taking art classes, I had this very kind of unrealistic view of creativity. And I just thought, yeah, like, like artists, they just know everything they're gonna do before they do it, and they've just figured everything out, and that's rarely the case. I mean, even with the masters, like they haven't figured things out. It's a lot of hard work, to figure things out. And so I just want to kind of start building up the hair, but see, I want to keep like the writing over here, because when I did the just the collage, the design and the collage, like I really loved this piece over here, the red and then the writing. So I'm gonna try if I can to retain it. I don't know, I don't know if I'll be able to, or even just to make it like transparent maybe. And now this is kind of part of my 100-day project. So it is very experimental, and yeah, I don't know like what I'm gonna do with this white. Part of me wants to make it kind of keep it a light value because I do like that, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So that looks more solid, and I'm just gonna kind of go like so. And there we go. And I think I am gonna turn that into a crown, you guys. It's just looking so like, it's already like a ready-made crown there. Like I don't think I have to do a whole lot, so I think I'm gonna kind of go with it. Okay, and just try to bring a little bit of dimension here. Now I want a little bit of this red, just, you know, to bring some kind of flesh tones in, but not too much because I don't want it to kind of take away from this, you know, this dress over here. I don't want it to be like too much, but I am. So I'm just gonna drag some of this in here. You guys, I'm not gonna waste it. Like, this is too luscious. Like, look at it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do here, you guys, is, I don't know, part of me wants to just turn this into a crown, like a regular crown, but I don't know. Let me see here. I just think I'm gonna turn it into a regular type of a crown. A little bit, you know, irregular maybe. A regular crown that's irregular. Like the shape is just, it's not totally symmetrical, but that's okay. I like it that way. And I think what I'm gonna do, you guys, is I am going to let this dry. And what I'm envisioning is, see this like part here that came with the cross, this line over here, this bar. I'm gonna try to keep it. Now this over here, you know what, I know I said I was gonna be done, but I think what I'm gonna do is add some of this chalk paint here. I don't know if that's gonna work out, but you know, I'm thinking that maybe when it dries, I can come back and add text to it. Oh, that's bleeding in there. It's okay. So let's see here. Now, honestly, I feel like this is too, I like this, but I feel like this is too warm and I feel like I need to kind of cool it down a little bit. Maybe still keep like a similar value, but just cool it down a little bit. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know if this was a good choice here, but I guess we'll find out. I mean, the great thing about mixed media is it's so forgiving, and any mistakes that you make, it just adds to the whole. You can build on it, and it's really just, not only is it forgiving, but it's so experimental, you know, like you can just be like, oh, let me see what, you know, this and this does. Whereas, you know, a long time ago, I took watercolor classes, and well, the teachers I had anyways, you know, we were just not, we were discouraged actually from being experimental, because it was like there was a formula and you had to follow it, and nothing wrong with that. I love watercolors, but yeah, it just did not lend itself to being like, oh, let me see if this happens, you know, if I do this, what would happen? That was like really frowned upon, at least the teachers I took anyways. And I completely understand why, because watercolor is kind of like that a lot of times. Okay, you guys, so I am really loving so much of what is going on. I am going to bring it up closer, even though it is still like very wet, but that's okay. And I'm just gonna let it dry. You know, I'm really loving the doily part. Like, that is just so beautiful for the collar. Like, I really just love it. It's like a lace collar. I'm so in love with it, you guys. Anyways, if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.